The Republican Party we see today, the one resembling a political honky-tonk where conspiracy theories are two-step two and facts are shown the door quicker than a misbehaving patron, didn't just appear overnight. Oh no, this transformation took time, careful cultivation, and a whole lot of dog whistling. It all began with the Tea Party movement in 2009. Remember them? The folks who seemed to believe that taxes were unpatriotic, government was the enemy, and Obama was, well, let's just say they weren't fans. They claimed to be about fiscal responsibility, but their real beef seemed to be with anything that hinted at progress or challenged their narrow worldview. This was the breeding ground for a more radical, angrier GOP, one itching for a fight and suspicious of anyone who didn't fit their mold. This wasn't just about tax cuts. It was about tapping into a vein of resentment, a fear of change, and a longing for a simpler time that probably never existed. This wasn't just about balancing budgets. It was about balancing power, tilting the scales in favor of a select few. Enter Donald Trump, a man who could sniff out an untapped market of discontent better than anyone. He saw the Tea Party, not as disgruntled citizens, but as potential customers for his brand of outrage politics. He took their simmering anger and cranked it up to 11, swapped their dog whistles for bullhorns, and gave their grievances a shiny new package: Make America Great Again. It was a slogan as vague as it was seductive, promising a return to a mythical past where America supposedly didn't have problems like immigration or global trade. Trump didn't just exploit the Tea Party's energy, he weaponized it. He told them their fears were justified, their anger was righteous, and their enemies were everywhere. Democrats, immigrants, the elites, anyone who dared to question his version of reality. This wasn't just politics anymore. It was a crusade, a battle for the soul of America, and compromise was for suckers. The Tea Party may have faded from the headlines, but their spirit lives on in the GOP. Their fingerprints are all over the party's recent antics, like a toddler who discovered finger painting but decided to use mashed potatoes instead. Take MAGA Mike Johnson, a man who seems to believe that governing is best done by throwing tantrums. He recently threatened a government shutdown over a voter registration requirement, a move about as popular as a skunk at a picnic. Then there's Michigan Rep. Mark Hannon, who opposed a gun buyback program, calling it a waste of money and proof that Democrats hate guns. Apparently, reducing gun violence is now a partisan issue, right up there with pineapple on pizza. These aren't isolated incidents, they're symptoms of a deeper sickness, a GOP infected with the virus of Trumpism, where facts are flexible, compromise is weakness, and outrage is the currency of the day. Here's the scary part. Even though Trump's no longer in the White House, he's still pulling the strings like a political Geppetto, only his Pinocchio seems hell-bent on burning down the toy shop. He issues directives via social media, throws temper tantrums when ignored, and generally acts like a toddler denied his favorite toy. And the GOP? They're mostly happy to dance to his tune, terrified of his wrath and the prospect of facing his loyal followers in a primary. This isn't leadership, it's hostage-taking. It's the political equivalent of letting the loudest, angriest person in the room dictate everyone else's behavior. And the longer it goes on, the harder it will be to break free. The GOP is not alone in this descent into madness. Around the world, we're seeing a surge in authoritarian nationalism, a toxic cocktail of fear, anger, and nostalgia. It's fueled by economic anxiety, social change, and a healthy dose of good old-fashioned xenophobia. From Brazil to Hungary, leaders are exploiting the same playbook: demonize the other, erode democratic norms, and consolidate power in the hands of the few. They promise stability and order, but they deliver division and chaos. The GOP's transformation is a symptom of a larger global trend, a world where facts are negotiable, truth is subjective, and democracy itself is under threat.